Do not spend the 1960 coins that you see in this video because they sold for a ton of money online, and you do not want to be spending them on accident because they're selling for a ton of money and you do not want to spend them. Let's hop into this video and look at these 1960 coins that are selling online today. Up first, we have a 1961 cent coin. Now this has a large date on it, so pay attention to the date because that is important. There's a difference between a large date coin and a small date coin. On this specific coin, however, you'll also notice that the color is different. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Well, that's because this coin got graded by PCGS at a genuine AU details. What does that mean? PCGS is a third-party grading company that will authenticate coins to make sure that collectors are buying a coin that's actually genuine. Typically, they'll put a grade on the coin anywhere from 1 all the way up to 70. Because someone cleaned the coin, PCGS said that we're not going to grade it, we're just going to say, hey, it's authentic, it's genuine. So that's a huge thing, guys. Do not clean your coins unless it is actually worth getting cleaned by a professional company. Most of the time, unless you're just having a fun time with a cheap coin, do not clean your coin. This coin, the big factor is the fact that it was struck on a silver dime planchet. That's why it looks this way. Another thing you could do is by weighing your coin. Weighing your coin will tell you if the coin is struck on the correct planchet. Sometimes if the coin is dipped in acid or if there's corrosion on a coin, that can cause the coin to weigh less. So you got to be careful there. But just looking at this coin, you can tell something is really wrong with it, and that's because it was struck on a dime planchet and someone turned a cent coin into $384. Now, if this coin was not cleaned, it would have sold for a lot more money. So don't clean your coins, guys. Here's a 1965 cent Jefferson nickel that was graded by PCGS at a mint state 64 with the full steps on the back. Now, this coin sold for a staggering $720, and here's why. So this coin got the mint state 64 grade. Now 70 is the highest grade, so this coin has quite a bit more room to go to that 70 grade. However, you'll notice the coloration on this coin is a bit strange. It's different. It looks more orange. That's because this coin has what we call toning. Now toning happens depending on where you store your coin. If you store your coin in a harsh environment, it can change the color of the coin. Even the type of material that it's wrapped in, whether it's a piece of plastic, which I don't recommend, or the type of paper. A lot of these areas that you store your coin have what we call off-gassing, where the environment will react with the metals in the coin, causing a different look on your coin. Now, toning like this can either increase or decrease the value of the coin based on the collector who really wants the coin. Beauty is really all in the eye of the beholder. This coin right here may look beautiful to one person, but really not attractive to another. This coin also has the full steps on the back. Really quick above Monticello, you're going to see full steps. That's the highest point on the coin, gets worn down the quickest, and it is the hardest area to strike during the minting process. Because of all those things, this coin sold for $720. Holy guacamole, this Franklin half dollar from 1960, look at that thing. It looks like it got beat up. Well, it's actually not. It's a mint air. And this coin was struck on a split planchet. All you got to know here is that if your 50-cent Franklin half dollar coin, it looks like this, there's a chance that it was struck on a split planchet and it's worth a lot more money than you may think. $630 for that one. Now this is what the coin should really look like. You know, not like that last one, but this is a 1960D Franklin half dollar. An area we want to look at is those bell lines on the back. A lot of the time they do not have the full bell lines, but this example does, which will increase the value of the coin. This coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 and it sold for $870. That's a lot of money for a Franklin half dollar. $1,200 for this 1960 25-cent Washington quarter graded by NGC at a mint state 67 plus. So the plus grade, let's talk about that very quickly. A plus designation is given by a grader if they think the coin is really nice and it's getting kind of close to that next grade but not quite there. All you really got to know is that the plus designation will only help the value of the coin. This coin got graded only 3 points away from that perfect grade of 70. You can also see a bit of toning happening on the coin, that discoloration look going on, but because this coin graded at a 67 plus, it sold for $1,200. That's a lot of money for this coin. Wow, look at this coloration going on this Roosevelt dime. Some people may think this is fire damage or some sort of soda was spilt on the coin, but I can assure you that that is toning. This coin got graded at a mint state 68. That's 2 points away from that 70 grade. This also has a D mint mark on the coin, and now a lot of the time you'll see the D mint mark around the date. However, However, on this coin, you'll see it on the back center bottom area of the coin, just to the left of the torch. Speaking of the torch, this has the full bands there. So you will see these horizontal bands on the back of the coin, very similar to the full steps. The full torch designation is given if you see those bands fully detailed on the back. Now, you may be thinking, why does that matter? Well, collectors like it, and they want that full torch designation on their coin. I'd say the two biggest factors when it comes to the value of this coin are going to be that astronomically high grade of a Mint State 68 and the fact that it's got the full torch on the back, and lastly, the coloration, that toning, that can really spark up the value of a coin based on, if a collector really wants that specific look in their collection. $1,560 it sold for. All right, $2,280 for this coin. Now, if you recall, the first coin I went over, I said it has a large date. Well, this one has a small date. So we're going to throw up a diagram showing the difference between a small date and a large date. All you got to know is that based upon the condition of your coin, small dates may be worth more money because not as many of them were produced. This coin has a D mint mark below the date, standing for the Denver Mint. Because this got the Mint State 67 plus grade, it sold for $2,280. Holy smokes, $5,040 for this 1960 D small over large date. So you got a few things going on here. This is a D over D, which means this is a mint variety. It should have never happened. During the minting process, someone messed up and they had the small date and the large date. So this is a D over D coin. If you look at the D mint mark, you can see there's a little bit of doubling going on there. Some people will call this a double die obverse, although technically it's just considered to be a D over D small over large date coin. Look on your 1960. See if you have this coin, because this example sold for $5,040. Holy smokes. $11,400 for this Franklin half dollar. It's a 1960 D coin. Right off the bat, you'll notice what's wrong with it. It looks so small. That's because it was overstruck on a Jefferson nickel. Some people will call this a double denomination coin because you have the Franklin half dollar and the Jefferson nickel kind of combined there. If you ever have a coin that looks like this, please contact a rare coin expert. You don't want to get scammed or ripped off. If you want to learn more about coins and paper money, we have a completely free coin and currency ebook down below. We hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We will see you in the next one.